Okay. Oh, okay, I think everything's good now. Hello. This is my first time using Vdraw, so I don't know how it's gonna look. I don't know how anything is gonna go tonight. I also had to reinstall OBS, so if my voice is too loud or too quiet, or if anything is off, just let me know. Hopefully everything is working. So, I don't actually know what I want to draw tonight. If anyone is here, if you have a Pokemon or Digimon or like a Sanrio character that you like, post it, I might draw it. I think I'll start out with Cinnamoroll, because I love Cinnamoroll. Let me just get a reference image real quick. Okay, there we go. Oh, my pen settings are not what I want them to be. We need more stabilization than that. So one of the things that I like about mascot characters is that most of them are made out of very simple shapes. And those shapes are oval, circle, bean, teardrop, lemon, like a pointy oval, and I don't know what you call this. Sort of triangle, like a candy corn. Yes, candy corn. Cinnamoroll is one of my favorite Sanrio characters. My favorite is probably Kuromi, which you probably could have expected, but... And if anybody hops in, let me know like how the latency is going. I have it set to ultra low, but I think sometimes that can make it like actually struggle a little bit more depending. It's still not far enough. One thing about mascot characters, though, that makes them deceptively difficult is that because the shapes are so simple, positioning and sizing is really, really important. Because if you get it just slightly off, it can make the whole thing look wrong. I think that's about right. Sorry, a lot of this is just gonna be watching me redraw the same curve like over and over again. Trying to get it right. Also, you'll get to see my utterly chaotic layer management strategy, which is I don't have a strategy. I just keep making new layers and hoping. Might need to turn that back down slightly. I really like line stabilization because my hands are very shaky. That's too flat. Like I said, lots of watching me redraw the same line over and over again. That was not even close to correct. There we go. That's looking like a cheek. I've got him kind of turned to this side though, so it's not going to be quite like that on the other side. As you can see, I don't name anything. Sometimes I go back and do it like after the fact, but also, I don't use any shortcuts at all because I can't remember them. That is often an issue. It's a problem when I'm VTubing too because like, I normally use 310A and I could use screenshot or shortcuts to change my expressions, but I can't remember any of them, so... I'm also getting used to my new tablet. I had an ENVtuber 2 for a really, really long time. The problem is the tablets are still fine. I have 2 of them. The pens are not, and you can't get replacement pens for those. So I have 2 perfectly fine functional tablets that I love that don't work. I can't do anything about it. And the other thing that you might see too is I don't have the tablet that I have right now doesn't have an eraser on the end of the pen, which the ENVtuber 2 does. So the tablet that I've been using for like 10 years, I can just flip my pen around and erase. But with this one, I cannot do that. And so you're gonna see me like constantly just like stop. And what I'm doing is trying to erase. Normally I would draw more zoomed in than this, but I have to have the window kind of like... because I'm looking at the chat, I can't have the window full size. So... that's not really right, but I will go back to that later. I also haven't used CSP on this computer all that much, so like my brush settings are not really what I'm used to. It's okay. I think this is going pretty decently for like a super, super quick sketch, because I can spend a very, very long time just drawing something like this. Like the scapegoat that I posted for my example, many hours went into that scapegoat. And this has been what? Oh shoot, it's messed up. I am sorry. I don't know what happened. Hold on, hold on. Why did Vdraw go away? 1 second. I hope that hasn't been for that long. Please tell me if that happens and you're in chat. Oh gosh, I have to get it set back up again. Sorry. It'll just take a second for me to get it pulled back up. I wish it remembered my settings between... Okay. That should be okay now. Oh god, it's still not back up. Why? Okay, there we go, there we go. It just took it a second. Okay, sorry about that. This is my first time ever using Vdraw, so... And I've kind of got Clip Studio Paint over the actual window in the console, so... I did not notice immediately that it was gone. Oh my gosh, this part is so hard to get right. There we go. Something feels... Oh, it's his body. His body is not right. This part right here. Maybe I should just turn the sketch off completely and see where that gets me. Not helping. One thing I do, and I'm really trying to break myself of this habit, but when I'm having trouble drawing something, I tend to press down more, even though I don't want the line to actually be any thicker. That's a little better. That's a little better. I need to do something about this ear, though. No. Let's see. So it would be like from here, I think. No, that's too high up. It would be like from here. Almost. Too small. The other thing is I do not hold a pencil correctly. I've been told, I am right-handed, but I've been told that the way that I hold my pencil looks like I should be left-handed, and I don't really know what that means, but that's what people tell me. I scrunch my hand way up. So my hand cramps pretty quickly. And sometimes strokes are hard to get angled. Just because of the way that I hold my hand. Also, if anybody comes in and you have like a certain mascot character that you like a Pokemon or a Digimon or a Sanrio character, the only thing right now I can't really do aggressive Letsuko style. I wish I could because I love it. But I have struggled to draw that way. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I can get his body finished off. You know, I did not know for years that Cinnamoroll was a dog. I thought he was a rabbit. He is not a rabbit, he is a dog. I guess I should have known from his tail, but you know, that's kind of the whole thing about the character is his cinnamon roll tail, but... Oh, where's my sketch? There it is. Dang it. This type of shape is really hard for me to draw. If I get a good one, I might oh shoot, was I on the— okay, no, I was not on the Wait, why did I put that? See, this is why I should name my layers, even though I don't, and I never learn. Here, I'll go through and name them right now. Even though I'm almost done. Actually, yeah, I'm almost done. I'm not gonna bother. But now I can't find where the eyes are. Where are they? Right here, okay. They really shouldn't be on that layer, but it's fine. not coloring? Have I done something? I've done something. Oh, you know, this pen has, like, because it doesn't have an eraser on the end, it has, you can click it to the eraser, but I can't, I don't know what I've done. Ah. Now I'm dropping my tablet. I am the most pro streamer. As you can tell, I'm very experienced. Well, I don't know what's wrong with my tablet. Why is nothing happening? Hold on, let me save this. Ah, you can see my Pokemon there. Well, wait, why did his body disappear? I didn't... Okay, I guess I did do that. Is it the pen? No. I know what I did. It's selected on that. Okay. Okay, okay. I am very good at art. Like computers and streaming and all of that. I'm extremely, extremely proficient. Now that that crisis is solved. Why am I changing the opacity? The brush size. I'm just gonna redo that whole eye because I made it way too thick. Oval's my greatest enemy. That's honestly good enough for me tonight. They're not exactly the same, but that's okay. I don't know why I have so much more patience for doing this when it's a mascot character. Because if it's a human, I don't even care. But if it's something cute... Not bad, not bad. I don't know if I've ever actually drawn Cinnamoroll before, even though I love him. Oh my god, when did I slash onto this? What layer is that on? Oh, there's something there. Anyway, this is why you should name your layers. I say, and then still don't. Okay, now his tail. A very important part of Cinnamoroll, and also a part that I'll probably screw up. It's not big enough. Maybe I should do it like... Oh, I drew it the wrong way. I think. I need another picture of him where I can actually see his full tail. Okay, I think I see how it's supposed to be. Think. So it's like that. I think. His head. His head is wrong. Hmm. Again, this is why you should really name your layers, even though I don't do it. I really don't want that to be any thicker than it already is. Maybe. I feel like that's a little too much, though. It's closer. I hate having to fix curves because they never look quite right. That's good enough, I think. Oh god, what if I... There we go. And that's a cinema roll. Oh, I should do this little... Since I colored the eyes in, or the outline, I should do the cheeks too. This is gonna be super annoying though. Getting those the right shape. Actually, that wasn't that bad. I can probably live with that. Try not to make them too thick though, because Oh. Mess up his face. That's why I said I should put the face on a different layer, and then I went, oh, it doesn't really matter because it's not close enough to anything. Okay. I think that's about right. It's good enough for me. I'll color him real quick. Ooh, I did hear about a trick today, and I haven't tried it yet. But you're supposed to be able to... Haha, there's a refer other layers. So I'll see how this works. Maybe it just doesn't work. Well, darn, I was excited about this new trick. And now it just doesn't want to work. Oh well, that's okay. Huh. Well, that's not working either. I don't... Oh, I probably have it selected again. Okay, hold on. No? I need to make a new folder. I'm like super self-conscious about people seeing like any of my work in progress. What is wrong with my pen though? Okay, I don't know why it wasn't working before, but it is now. So maybe I can still do this. Nope. Yay, it works! Although I'm not sure... That's pretty good. That's definitely a huge time saver. So a lot of the time I only flat color stuff. So I will take a moment to sing the praises of Clip Studio Paint. I think most people have probably heard about it by now, but it used to be, because I used its predecessor, which was called Illus Studio, but if you wanted to get it legally, you had to like import it and stuff. So I was really happy when they released Clip Studio Paint, because it's basically the same program. Wish the color selection area were a little bigger. Kind of want to make him a slightly cream color. There we go. Okay, that is a cinema roll. What time is it? How long have I been streaming? Oh god, I left it unlisted again. Hold on. I'm gonna change it to public. I'm so dumb. I did this the last time too. Can't believe. Okay, hold on. Okay, now we're actually public. Okay. So that is a finished cinema roll. Sorry to anyone who spots this on public and just tuned in now, but I guess I'll draw something else. Oh, I need to save. What should I draw now? I can't believe I left it unlisted again though, like, really? Maybe I will do Nyan Nyan Nyanko. Because I love Nyan Nyan Nyanko. Actually, I would have to think of a food to draw if I did Nyan Nyan Nyanko, so... What shall I draw? Maybe a cute Digimon. What's a cute Digimon? Well, let's do, Nyaramon. Okay, there we go. I don't think I've ever drawn Nyaramon either, actually. Tailmon is my favorite Digimon. Tailmon and Black Tailmon. Ovals are so hard. I'm gonna have fun with the shape a little bit because it's pretty simple. You know what, let's name the layers this time so that I don't get super confused. Oh, those eyes are going to be hard, though. That is a very difficult shape. It doesn't look like it should be difficult, but it is. That's the kind of eyes that Tailmon has, and I do draw her sometimes, so... It's not quite correct, but it's close enough. I'm gonna have to fix them both anyway, so... I think that's about the right distance. It's got 3 little mouth thingies. That's not really right at all, but it's kind of cute, so I might keep it. Its ears are kinda... They're like aerodynamic. Might need to see if I can find a pic from the front to see how that actually looks, because it's kind of hard for me to envision. I think it would be like that, kinda. Not quite like that. Like a straight. But let me double check. Well, they draw them more rounded from the front, or at least on plushes. Yeah, they're actually fairly rounded from all the references I can see. They're kind of small. The card art and the anime art kind of differ, so I'll just do it that way because, to be honest, it's easier. I draw them pretty much like that. That's looking pretty cute, I think. Not that baby Digimon are difficult, but you know. This is another thing that's kind of difficult for me to do, which is getting the bottom half of a tail like this. It's always kind of difficult for me. It's hard to keep the angle exactly right, but if you don't, it looks really weird. Oh, thank you, Lethal Potato. I just now saw you, but thank you very much. I am struggling with this tail right now. It's a little better, but it's still not right. Maybe I'll just redraw it. Oh god, did I do that all in the same layer? At least it's not touching anything. Sorry, a lot of this is just gonna be watching me redraw the same thing over and over again. Maybe I can salvage this. Certain shapes are just really difficult for me, and this is one of them. So, if you have any requests like Pokemon, Digimon, Sanrio characters, anything like that, feel free to drop them in chat, because I'm just kind of drawing whatever right now. That'll do. I drew Cinnamoroll earlier, but that was before I forgot to mark the stream public again. Because I'm dumb. Dang it. I've lost, because I haven't drawn that much in a while, I've lost most of my line weight skills, so it's kind of hard to get it. I think I'll do that on another layer. I'll just keep that the way that it was and erase everything else. Oh, thank you. Sure, no problem. I'm glad that you find my voice relaxing. I think I've finally got everything, like, together. I have flailed a couple of times during the stream because something messed up, or, like, earlier I couldn't figure out why, like, it wasn't drawing when I was drawing, and I realized that I had part of the drawing selected and not the other part. Ooh, this eye shape is always difficult. I should practice it more though, because Tailmon is definitely my favorite Digimon. That is way off. It annoys me so much when I just kind of do something off the cuff and sketchy and it looks like fine, but it's just sketchy is the problem, and then I try to draw it and I spend so much time trying to get it perfectly right, and it never looks as good as when I just belted it out in the sketch. It's not looking bad though. I'm relatively happy with that. I listen to a bunch of different kinds of music. Probably my favorite genres are future funk, future bass, city pop I'm really into recently, Shibuya K, which is kind of a very specific, like, niche thing, but I really like it, bossa nova, alternative rock, all kinds of different stuff, really. One favorite song is hard to pick, but probably my favorite artist is Sheena Ringo. And of her songs, my favorite is Marunouchi Sadistic. Oh cool, you like future funk too? Who's some of your favorite future funk artists? My favorite is probably Mikazuki Bigwave. I also like Moe Shop. Well, that's more feature-based, but I don't think I've heard of that artist. I will have to look them up. Yeah, I really like their stuff. And also more future-based than future funk, but Toriana, who has collabed with Moe Shop a couple times, I really like her. She started out doing chiptunes, which that's still part of her style, but she's not as much pure chiptune as she used to be. Ooh, Snail's House. Yes, I love Snail's House. I can't actually remember the titles of my favorite Snail's House songs, but I like the album that they did. I think it was called Koizuru Space Girl or something. Like the ones with the alien language. That was a really good album. I think they've done like 2 now, but... Yeah, they made it like... The songs, like, they have a vocal component, but it's like gibberish. It's like a fake alien language. I need to look up whether I'm allowed to play stuff like that on stream. I don't want to get, like, copyright struck. But some artists allow it. That one is good. Oh, I'm having my usual problem where when something is hard to draw, I press down more. I don't know why I do that. It doesn't make it come out any better. Oh, I like the Hyper Potions too. Don't know if I've heard that song or not though, I'll have to look it up later. Problem with a lot of stuff like that is, like, I just pull up a playlist and throw it on and listen to it, so, like, I don't know exactly what I'm hearing, I'm just vibing with it. Which I do like the background music that I have on right now. Just an artist from Dova. That's too thin. Why can't I get this? I'm almost done. This is like one of the last things that I have to do. Yeah, they really have a lot of stuff. I just found out about them recently. Like, before that, I pretty much just knew of, like, Incompetech and, like, oh, what are they called? Like, SLOBS, I think is the name of the other one. They're kind of similar to Dova. It's very nice to have a big selection of music that you can use without, like, risking your account. That's not perfect, but I might take it. Oh, I need to do the stripes. Oh, that's interesting. Like, a lot of my viewers are either, like, friends I know in real life, or from various Discords, or people that I met through, the ENVtuber Discord. So if you're in there, that could be where. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty new. This is actually kind of a warm-up. I had never used Vdraw before, but I took some requests on Twitter. The server creator is named Rue for the ENVtuber server. There may be someone in there named Yuma. I am not 100%. I know that Rue just opened up like mod applications and did the selections, so... Yeah, I don't know, but I'm glad you found me and are hanging out with me. I don't usually get a lot of people in chat, so that's why it took me a minute to, like, oh, somebody's in chat. But this is kind of a warm-up to... I took some requests for different VTubers mascots that I want to draw. So I'm gonna be doing probably at least 3, maybe more than that, another day. I just wanted to make sure that Vdraw would work for me. It crashed once. And I didn't notice it for a second, so I freaked out. I like that, like, this time I was like, okay, I'm gonna name my layers, and then I named 2, and then I gave up. Wonder why that's not filling. I must have accidentally colored something in above it. Oh, it's part of this. This is really handy. I only just learned about setting refer other layers for the fill tool like yesterday. I haven't gotten a chance to try it out yet. I knew you could do it with brushes, but this is so much faster. Oh yeah, that was probably it, because I do ASMR, and probably my earliest, yeah, I think the earliest like actual video that I uploaded was ASMR. I want to do more, but I've been having trouble with my setup. Well, I appreciate the sub. I will take subs for no reason. Okay, it does have pupils. I'm not very focused right now. I kind of do a little bit of everything at the moment. This is my first time, because I'm pretty self-conscious about my art. Mascot characters are the only thing I can really draw, so I just figured I'll do what I'm best at. Thank you. I really appreciate that. They are learnable skills. I just, I'm lazy and I don't practice enough is the thing. I know I could get better than I am, I just don't. There's just so many things. I dabble in a little bit of everything. I had been watching them for a while, and then, when Hololive opened up their, English auditions, or they were advertising for them, I had never really thought about it before, about the fact that I could just, become a VTuber if I wanted to. And so I was already thinking about that, and then an artist that I like opened up commissions. I had gotten a VR chat avatar from them, and I saw they had 2 slots, and they were really reasonably priced, and I was like, I gotta make my dream come true. Sorry, I'm tripping over my tongue a little bit. I also had another friend at the time who was interested in it too, and he was like, we have to make our dream come true. So I did. Where have I put the face? Here it is. I really like that, the way that people can express themselves through their characters, and, I've never really liked showing my face online. Oh, thank you. I've never really liked showing my face online. I'm kind of older than a lot of folks in the VTuber community, and so I grew up having it drilled into my head that, you never put personal information online. You never show yourself online. And I'm kind of glad that, because I've been stalked a couple of times at this point, but yeah, so I don't show my face online, so streaming wasn't really something that I thought I could do, you know? But then VTubers happened. And I do really, I enjoy watching other VTubers' videos and stuff, so I like to make things that I like. I'm gonna call this one done. Oh, here's the cinema roll that I did earlier. That's true, that's true. I also love anime. Especially, like, 90s nostalgia anime, which is why I'm drawing Digimon right now. Like, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Sailor Moon. I love magical girls, especially. I'm a big magical girl fan. Maybe I'll do like one more tonight. If I can decide what to draw. It looks like my character's still drawing anyway, just because I'm hovering over my tabs here. Yeah, there's so much now. I still watch it fairly regularly, but I've got a friend who keeps up with, like, every new show, every season, and, like, he goes through and watches a bunch of them, and, like, he, like, looks at them all to see if he wants to watch them or not. I'm like, how do you have the time? Like, I'm 10 years behind, honestly. I haven't drawn a Pokemon tonight. I will draw a Pokemon of some kind. I will draw maybe Clefairy. Because it's been a while since I've drawn Clefairy. Well, that's okay. I appreciate you coming. Because nobody was in chat with me before, which is fine. Like, I just talk to myself, but it's nicer to have somebody else to talk to. I stream at really random times right now. I haven't, like, set up a schedule, so... I appreciate it. I do usually, well, not always, but I usually post in the ENVtuber Discord. I also post on my Twitter when I'm streaming. I know it can be kind of hard to keep up with, like, the YouTube notifications, especially, like, I turn them off on my phone because, like, they go off when I'm at work. but then I tend not to see them. Its body is kind of small, but that's okay. It'll just be a small Clefairy. I always want to put their eyes further apart than they actually are. They're really close together. Also, the mouth is really close to the eyes, and like, when I try to draw it, I'm like, that looks wrong, but then I like draw it differently. I'm like, no, that looks wrong. I am very introverted offline. Online, I'm a lot more outgoing. But offline, extremely introverted. What about you? I feel like a lot of people that know me online would probably peg me as an... Well, they might peg me as an introvert, I'm not sure, but they would be a lot less likely to than people who know me offline. Who would know the immediate answer. I actually went like a really long time not really seeing any of my friends in real life. I had lost touch with a bunch of people, and like the few ones that I was still in touch with, I mostly communicated with online because they moved away or... Yeah, I understand that. I think people have been using the term ambivert. I think it's not really as clear-cut as a lot of people think it is, because it's very situational. I did used to go to a lot of anime cons before the plague. And I am missing that very much, but gotta do what you gotta do. I didn't go out very much outside of that, so otherwise it hasn't really affected me that much in my social life, but I miss those cons. I'm actually on quarantine for work right now. First, there was the first confirmed case at my location, so they shut us down for 14 days. And then today, my roommate got tested, and they make you wait if anybody else in your household got tested to come back until they get cleared, so it'll be a few more days before I have to go back. Thankfully, it's not, like, super likely. He just wanted to be sure. That's an interesting set of options. I would definitely go with the genders, because I might be non-binary anyway, I don't know yet, but I feel like I could deal with that. It would not be out of the realm of possibility in my mind. I might even enjoy it. Although I do sneeze a lot sometimes, so that could get annoying. But I definitely would not want to accidentally eat someone's baby, because I enjoy muffins. See, that's why I'm not going with the baby and muffin option, so that I can eat all muffins at all times. Oh, that's real janky. I'm gonna have to redo that pretty much completely. I was literally just thinking that. The reaction to, hey, you can eat that. That's exactly what I was thinking. I like this sketch, but it's gonna be hard to get more solid lines drawn. Oh, Clefairy, why must you be all triangles and ovals? I am the one who chose her, though. Oh no. Officer, I swear, I thought it was a muffin. It does sound like a Florida man. I have a few different friends from Florida, so Florida man jokes are always appreciated. I'm also fond of one of my favorite non-VTuber YouTube channels is Gray Still Plays. That is some good content. His ears are so weird because they're triangular, but the way they draw it, it doesn't really look like they are. Especially like depending on the sprite or the image that you're looking at. Favorite video game. I like to play a lot of different stuff. One top favorite. Lately, honestly, probably Beat Saber. I put in so many hours of Beat Saber, it has saved my life during quarantine. But for more like story-oriented stuff... Gosh, that's a really good question. Maybe Phantom Brave. Although I haven't beaten it yet, but despite not having beaten it, I've put in like probably 200 or 300 hours in on it, so... I haven't played a Smash Brothers in a long time. Like a really long time. Like the last one I owned, was probably the GameCube one, honestly. I have played some of the others since then, but... I have not owned them. It's been a really long time, so I would have forgotten everything, but I usually play Kirby when I play. As you might be able to tell, I'm fond of mascot characters. That's not good, but it's better. I can probably work with this. The legs are kind of too small. May or may not redo them. Alrighty. It'll take me a little while to finish this line art because I messed it up. I was a fool because I'm like, oh, I know how to draw Clefairy. Evidently, I don't. This is the second one of these swirly shapes that I've had to draw tonight. I always get confused about how they work. No, I put all of that on the same layer like an idiot. That's okay. We'll just keep moving on. probably about as much as I can salvage this slightly messed up Clefairy. That's okay, she's the warm down, the cool down. Thank you. Oh shoot, is it not? Is it seriously not? Thank you for telling me that. I had to reset my OBS up, and I thought I fixed that, but apparently I didn't. Oh, sorry for the noise. Set my tablet down to try to fix this. I'm not sure why it's not. Maybe... No, I'm pretty sure I copy and pasted the URL this time, so... One of these days, I'll have a stream that's not scuffed, but that day is not today. That's weird. It's showing up, like, in the program? Oh, it got turned off somehow. Okay, there we go. Alright. Thank you for letting me know. Where did my tablet go now? Oh, I dropped it. I'm a very pro streamer. I swear, every time I've done a stream, I've messed something up. Like, I'm so ready for the day that everything, like, operates correctly. That's okay. Like, someone else, in the ENVtuber server reminded me of, Corone's debut stream, where, like... Oh yeah, I have it set to ultra low latency, which it can handle if it's just drawing. But yeah, someone reminded me of Corone's, debut stream where she had like Discord notifications or something popping up and messing everything up. And her background music was messed up and all of that, and I was like, okay. If it happened to Korone... those don't look too bad. I used to be a lot better at drawing like claws and stuff like that than I am now. I was drawing Gabumon or something and I was getting really mad because I was like, I could do this when I was 10 years old. Why can't I do it now? Yeah, that's not too bad. But this is the worst part of drawing claws, is getting the bottom edge right for some reason. That's not exactly right, but I'll take it. I'm starting to get a little bit of a blister on my ring finger because of the way that I hold pens in a really messed up way. Thank you. Like, okay, so I think normal people will hold it like between their thumb and their middle and index finger. The way I hold it is I have it resting on my ring finger, and like my middle finger is what holds it in place, and then I kind of use my thumb or the side of my hand to direct it. Kind of looks like I'm making a claw with my hand. I don't know why I learned to do it this way, but that's just how I learned to do it. Nobody corrected me. Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know. So that's another reason why I don't draw as much as I might, because it is physically painful sometimes. Writing is nice because I can just type. I'm really good at typing. I'm an extremely rapid typist. You'll get a blister if you do it for too long. I think that will do. I can't do it any other way. Like, when I was a very small child, this is how I learned to write and to draw. And, like, I've tried to do it the right way, I can't do it. I would have to completely relearn writing. I appreciate your sympathy. At least I don't actually, like... It was tough in school, like, university and stuff, taking notes by hand. Although, eventually I could use a laptop, but... Of course, the bigger, obstacle to note-taking was just that I fall asleep sometimes. It was always really funny to, like, look back and try to study and look at my notes, and I could see where I had fallen asleep, because my, like... my words would just kind of go down the page a little bit. And then there would be points where, like, I was trying really, really hard to keep taking notes, but I was asleep half the time, so it would just be marks that I thought was writing. I wouldn't mind being nocturnal if I didn't work basically a 9-to-5 job 5 days a week. It causes problems. Actually, the day that they put us on quarantine, I guess they found out while we were in the office, and so, like, they came in and they were basically just like, go home. But that day I had slept through my alarm, and so I'd come in a half an hour late to begin with, so I was there for maybe an hour before they sent us home. Where are the eyes? Right here. Actually, when they sent us out, I had literally just ordered a Starbucks because I was about to go on my break, so I just went and, like, went and got my Starbucks and waited for my roommate to pick me up. I wish I could just work for 2 hours a week. Normally like an hour or two. It just kind of depends on what I'm doing. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm pretty... I don't really have a schedule yet, so I just kind of stream when I have the energy. But yeah, usually an hour or two. Oh, that's probably about as good as... Oh, I forgot the tail. I can't forget the tail. I have weird tails, too. Why do you have to be so difficult, Clefairy? I've drawn worse Clefairies. This is recognizable at the very least. Oh. Did I seriously put that on the same layer as the reference? Again, this is why you should name your layers, even though I never do. Oh no, don't do that. There we go. Not too bad for one night. I'll put it in a cherish ball. Except you can't put things in cherish balls, because... Wait, no, I might be thinking of the wrong one. Yeah, you can't put things in a cherish ball, because that's an event one. I'll just pretend it's in a cherish ball. But yeah, so not too bad for my first art stream. Probably, maybe tomorrow if I have the energy. But if not tomorrow, sometime in the next few days, I'll be doing a stream where I draw the mascots of a few other VTubers who requested it on Twitter. This went pretty well, so I'm feeling a little more confident about doing that on stream. I can't really, like, I can draw humanoid characters, but I usually don't finish it. I get frustrated like halfway through and then stop, so the only fan art I can do is mascot fan art. But yeah, thank you for hanging out with me, you and anybody else who might be lurking. I had a good time drawing. VTubers I recommend. I will take a moment to plug Bree at Cookiebox and Quetz, because they're my friends. Other than that, I'm still kind of like exploring the English-speaking VTuber community. Actually, if you have any VTubers you recommend, I would very much like to hear that. Because I want to watch more people, I want to follow more people. It's very overwhelming because there's a lot of them now. And a lot of people haven't debuted yet. So I'm keeping my eye on a bunch of different accounts, but a lot of people haven't actually started yet, so... I'm also awake at really weird hours. That's the other thing. I'm awake at very strange hours. So a lot of times I wind up watching like clips or things like that. And so I'm not as active on Twitch right now. I haven't gotten my Twitch channel set up. I'm kind of afraid of Twitch. So yeah, sure. Hold on, let me get him. I don't know if either of them stream on YouTube, but I will definitely get you their Twitch accounts. Oh god, my character is like flying all over the screen right now. I look at these links. I think Bree is gonna make a YouTube channel, but she hasn't yet. It'll mostly be like archives of her Twitch streams, though, is what she's planning at the moment. Quetz might have one. I'll have to ask him later, but if he does, I don't know it. But yeah, if you have any favorites that you want to plug, I would be all for hearing them, because I want to watch more people when I'm awake. But no problem. Oh, it's giving me some issues. Error, YouTube is not receiving enough video. Oh, this thing. It might just be because I'm not doing anything. My connection acts up sometimes, though. Oh. Why do I always do that? Oh yeah, I like Hana. I need to watch more of her. I only found her recently, I think through that, not Among Us, the Getting Over It stream where everybody was bullying her. For real big accounts, I like Korone and Coco, of course. I watch a lot of Callie. Well, I'll see you at next stream then. Thank you. But yeah, I watch, out of the English Hololivers, I watch Callie probably the most. But I'll watch them all if I happen to see them. And then, out of Hollow Stars, I like Roberu. And then Niji, Sanji, mostly Mirei and Kanae are the ones that I watch. I need to look more into Niji, Sanji folks, but there are so many. There's so many now. Oh, I like Pikame too, yeah. I've seen her, I saw her first because I really like Vocaloid songs, and Gyari is one of my favorite Vocaloid song producers, and so I saw when he started that project. But I didn't watch a whole lot of her specifically until she started collabing with Roberu. She's really funny. Why? Oh, I guess I'm frozen in Vdraw. There we go. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap up for the night. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching me draw the same lines over and over again. Until they assume the form of small, cute creatures. Seratina? Okay. I will make sure to check. I haven't seen Zuzu either, so I'll make sure to check Zuzu and Seratina out. Alright, have a good night.